was in a bad place.
I was in between going to having to go to a friend's house that was a dope house, or being on the street.
I was on the verge of suicide, and I looked up Serenity House, and I was like, yes, that's the place I need to be.
I was drunk and about to be on the streets, and I was welcomed in here as family.
If it wasn't for here, I would be staying at a dope house.
I was in a homeless situation before I found the Serenity House. This home has literally saved my life.
God's high calling upon our lives is how are we in ministry to the widow and to the orphan, to those who are in less fortunate circumstances than us. One of the challenges of living out our Christian faith in a real and meaningful way is to figure out how we help those who are in difficult circumstances.
Right now we got about 17, 18, but I can hold up to 36.
I probably have to say when I was in Iraq.
What happened in Iraq, if you don't mind sharing?
I witnessed lives being took and me personally taking lives, and that's one thing that God has helped me with. Now I'm starting to have the power to forgive those who are not only shooting at my brothers, but shooting at me.
Where do I start? God has brought me from the pits of hell.
What God has done in my life is that He showed me that I was not out there by myself.
Made me realize that that people love me, that God loves me.
Ultimately, God has saved me from a life of sin and from gang violence, drugs and alcohol, suicide, among other things.
He's a God of restoration, a God of deliverance.
That's what I think is at the core of Jesus Christ's message about those that are homeless or somehow different than us, is that we need to listen and understand their need and situation. We need to look at them with the eyes of compassion and love that will make a difference in their life. And then we need to become involved in action, not just somehow out of our mind and out of our heart, but out of God's heart for people in difficult circumstances.
I believe that I'm doing God's work. I know I'm doing God's work.
They talked about a little girl, how little children, when they see a homeless person, sometimes they're sitting down, or even if they're standing up, that a kid will look them right in the eye. Where we as adults kind of just want to not look them in the eye.
Well, for those people that are scared or struggling in their faith on how to interact and work with homeless people, join the club. You're not alone. My experience of the risen Lord has been such that as I've been guided in my ministry, God continually puts me in places with people that I have no other reason to love them or care about them other than Jesus Christ.
Dream job would to get back into x-ray technician.
Believe it or not, my dream job is to help others that'll be going through what God has delivered me from.
I've always been told that I'm a good speaker, and I see it from day to day, that I get better and better. And I'd have to say my dream job would actually be a motivational speaker.
That you do unto the least of these, you do also unto me. So when I look at the problem of homelessness and how our church should be engaging and interacting with those people in difficult circumstances, I believe the first and most important element is relationship. And it should be the kind of relationship that then, of course, leads to action.
Do you accept people that are addicted?
Yes, I do. I had one lady come up to me, handing me a crack pipe, her drugs, her purse. It says, I just need one night. I helped her up to bed, and she's been clean since.
My dreams and my goals are to be able to one day have a place of our own, me and my son, and to see him get an education, do better than I have in the past.
I would like to see myself in 1 year in my own place, maybe working at Signal, and 5 years becoming an X-ray technician again.
What are your dreams and goals, Spencer?
To get a Heisman Trophy and make it to the NFL.
Fantastic.
But what I'd like to say is, you don't have to be scared of these people. They're like us. We don't have to worry. God's in control of this house. I don't worry about being hurt because I know God protects me.